Here we have the retro style Ducati 848 Streetfighter, which is basically the 848 Evo super sports bike's naked cousin. Taking its style cues from the cafe racer culture of the 1970s and 80s, but its performance and technology from modern superbikes, it makes for an interesting choice of naked middleweight bike. Fully spec'd, it sits 146 brake horsepower and comes in at 163.6 kilograms, so it's as powerful as any 750 or 800cc middleweight sports bike, although it's about 20-25 kilos heavier. As usual, I'll do a 2-lap road test and then a 2-lap track test. For the road test this time, I've brought the Ducati to Stelvio Park course, where you can hear the twin slash-cut shotgun exhaust rumbling off the mountainside. The first thing you notice about the Streetfighter is that although the handling can be a little bit stubborn, like a lot of naked bikes, the brakes are superb and the bike has brutal acceleration. Both have clearly come from the Streetfighter's super sport twin, the 848 Evo. With a top end of just over 150, it's certainly no slouch for a naked. And although, as I say, it can be a little understeery and can be a little bit awkward to ride, once you get used to it and start to brake a little earlier and utilise its big power on the straights, it can be rode quickly. I noticed going round on the second lap that this bike seems to prefer flowing corners, like the part of the lap where you go through the village or near the start, rather than tighter sections and hairpins elsewhere. All said and done, it's a relatively good bike on the road, if a little bit aggressive. see how Ducati does on track here at the Almira circuit. As I said in the road test, those brakes are mighty, and they prove their worth here on track. The Streetfighter seems to wake up and come alive on track as if no longer bound by being a naked, and suddenly goes, wait, I am a sports bike really, and starts to move with a lot more fluidity and agility. The bike still really likes consecutive flowing corners, but has far less trouble with the tight and twisty stuff going on the road. Down the main straight I clocked 148 mph, which ain't bad for a naked bike at all. Clearly, the Streetfighter is way more at home on track than it is on the road, but then again, it is a Ducati, and they are known for their sports and race bikes. The longer turns did seem to unsettle the bike a little, which reaffirmed my thoughts that it was built more for acceleration than top speed. But other than that, and a slightly high riding position owing to the high bars, this is probably a perfect modern cafe racer, brutal and fast. Cheers guys, see you next time.
School.